Hello guys, welcome back once again to my channel. The name is always GH Fame. This is the final demolition of my staircase. Few weeks ago, we demolished few parts of it, in which I called in a structural engineer to come and give us directions to remove the rest of it. In previous episode, I showed the steps and reasons for this demolition. My main purpose for this removal was because of insufficient space for parking lots, because the land was limited to sufficient space. After talking to many engineers and architects, they all suggested I should remove the staircase. My fear was the impact that is going to cause to the building. But after doing all my check-ins, we found out the impact is going to be less because of how the staircase was being created separately before the decking took place. For the previous video, we used a cutting machine, more hammer and chisel. But for this very aspect, because of how the staircase is currently hanging and linking to the wall, the engineer suggested we use the concrete breaker instead. Even though the concrete breaker also has its own disadvantages, but it was suitable for this very part of the demolition because the more hammer might be harmful to the building. So I went for the concrete breaker machine with an expert operator, but we used the mini type of the concrete breaker because the bigger ones vibrates and shakes a lot. So to maximize the impact, the mini breaker was the appropriate one to go for. Some of the challenges we faced during the demolition was the thickness and the richness of the concrete. The concrete was very thick and it took more hours to complete some part of it, but we still get the job done regardless. For the cost of this very part of the demolition, they took me 2,500 Ghana cedis because of the nature of it. I wasn't expecting such an amount, but in the process of the demolition, I began to understand why they charged such an amount. We used approximately 2 days for this demolition, but for the last day, they worked overnight, in which they closed at 10 p.m. They didn't want to delay on the job because it was going to affect their workmanship. For the first demolition, I spent 3,000 Ghana cedis. In case you never watched that episode yet, it's available on the channel. By adding the first and the second demolition together, cost me 5,500 Ghana cedis to demolish the staircase, and it excludes the left side. Only the right staircase was completely removed. For the left staircase, we did remove only the starting stair. The cost of putting up this staircase, which took place in October 2022, cost me 4,695 Ghana cedis, excluding the concrete casting. For the concrete casting, each staircase took 20 bags of cement, making a total of 40 bags for both. During that time, the 42.5 hour GASM cement was 95 cedis, so making a total of 3,800 Ghana cedis for the cement used for the casting of the staircase. So in my final calculation, the constructing of the staircase cost me about 12,000 Ghana cedis, including mason's labor. Demolishing the staircase was a very big tough decision for me because I considered the money involved in putting it up. But after many years of indecisiveness, I finally got an advice from engineers who also suggested I should take it down because it's making the compound look more strict. I myself could highly relate to the fact that it's impossible to even park a vehicle on the compound because of how the staircase was blocking passage on the compound, making it hard for you to even turn around. After the final demolition, I could see a very big changes to the project and the compound too as well. even though it's going to cost me to put up the new staircase. But I'm very glad with the changes I'm having right now. One lesson that I've learned through this journey is no matter how hard your schedules are, always keep an eye on your project. Don't trust too much and be consistent on site. Talk to more experts so they can guide you in your building project. Sometimes I wish I started my project at this time that I've got the experience. But everything happens for a reason. Thank you for following through these updates, and I know they are making a great impact to you as well. Following through each update can solve your problem someday. So guys, always be on the lookout for new videos. I've really gone through a lot in my building journey, which most of you have witnessed that in previous episodes. Building in Ghana can only be stressful when handed over to untrusted entities or formers. Some are greedy, whilst others are wicked. Some will deceive you that they are contractors, but in reality, they are just laborers. Some are even not in the building field, but still claims they know everything about building. So you should always prepare for the unexpected if you hand over your project to such people. Watch more related videos about building, and this may enhance in your building project too as well. In fact, my staircase demolition was a very tough one for me. Watch the way I see demolition staircase now. It wasn't easy. Just look at the number of years a staircase ready from the time I cast away. Na ene yebubu staircase now. Guys, it's not easy. Ain't no sika me the construct staircase now. Ni na ashegu. But I'm really happy because of the changes that I've got on the compound so far. Ain't no and my main dream sika na me put up staircase now. The na me hwehwe ane say menya space or compound na metumi de apake cars ye betumi de aye enema bebre. On say for every building no I will say winya certain amount of space because entimi nkoba ne say wosi dan awie na uni space and na dan ya kan wansem no so ye dan ya to ho. And for every gated building no there's a parking lot. I myself no me decide say me the top no ebema rent. So here's the case say obi nso beje dan no number ne say okra any kind of vehicles ehemfa no be park car. And you know say people also consider that obi wo ha on beje dan no just like that. Obi consider sanema way na because say dan po no say space e wo dan no ho a e man fama fa dan no. But say koba ne say there's no space on the compound e ha adwen pa. Enti say wo hwe me de ni ya na staircase no e wo compound no so. Enu nti no ema the other space na wo compound no so no e be waste because say car intimi amba compound no so na what is the essence of the space over there? And even though you say land and so the last time I'm checking land size no it was about 58 by 60 and you can share the 60 ni papa but in front 60 and you say a dinosaur so power because a dia 3 bedroom was there na 4 bedroom what top there you can imagine and me benya very little space e compound so and na me man who no crambo no Acquah outside no but that one no the guys did a mistake because na me near and on me man who no I was somewhere so where I told them to dig the manhole in Puno, and you want to dig I wanted them to dig the manhole on the compound, but almost shared on that space of compound no needs sapa and nothing almost they call outside no. So the manhole itself no, and yes, I mentioned they call outside. So for those who don't really understand the reason why our septic no ended up outside no, this is the reason. Baby, I make us no, which was the compound no. There was insufficient space over there. So the guys also said that I want me into my no because I wanted them to dig it close to the left staircase because that area no ne emuswa. But even pono that time pono na wo ne pa but just say me to no bibi mu kakra eka ho. So You see, there was insufficient space on the compound. Anytime I'm a breast, it wasn't something intentional. I said I wanted to remove the staircase. Even as I say, edge space or compound one. Me consider say me keep ya a bit to me aboa me. But land ne enso no, ama wono abe kete. And I intend to say in come the right side of the fence on the side no. Ebe parking space. But e wono so anye ye because e wono very very little. E very very tiny. Nti no, before say car no betimi akọ no, ɛyɛ den paa, ɛyɛ den. And you say people na ɛwɔ no so no, very sharp. Nti na ɛma car no ntimi nkɔ back there. The car is able to park right in front of the fence gate. Nti o park car no wie a, untimi nkɔ bie main gate. Ɛna afei so no, untimi nkɔ bie car no door because where is the space I will be a car no door? What I say? So the only option for me was to remove the staircase no. And nti for the left side no, wohwe ne ye a, manyi ne nyina, meyi ano na aba compound no so no. Se ne be ya car no ebetimi akọ inside. Nti fa ne say the 2-bedroom apartment me no na wo top no. Se tenant na eba no mpo ye 2 a, obi ekura 1 cars a, obi a betimi apark car no e wo compound no so. Pepepe because after calculating no, it means say compound no betimi afa not less than 5 cars. Enti no, se tenant nipo, obi ekura 1 car, and the landlord no sukra 1 car. It means 3 cars, right? 3 cars can go on the compound because right now no, fence gate inside no, about 2 cars ebeko. And inside of the fence one no, about 3 cars ebetimi akọ. So you see, we can park about 5 cars on the compound. But first no, ɛyɛ den po say ubetimi park just a single car. It was very, very difficult. So you see, it's something that me because I know say many people will disagree, but if you are simple you say you're the one better. What I say, you're the one better. Won't mean sit down anyway. Now when you be on park vehicles, when you be on crown and cramp when you be in the gra a hard drink pa. So I mean, I know I did the right thing. But the only issue I'm having is the relocating of the staircase now. But we still have to do it regardless. A candidate in your baby in a dance so you see me that. The more I never couldn't know, one casano, you like to adjust or do renovations. So me first trim that say building no baby in it. That be ubet me see with my painting but never couldn't know. You might plan to renovate or do adjustment. So it's normal. A candidate a beba, but so when you're the so pa, that's the only important thing. So when you're the now of your share and not in a hard, But for me, I'm very glad about these changes. So guys, I'm just wishing for nothing but the best. So stay tuned for more updates. There's going to be a lot updates on this development. And I know they are also going to help you in your project too as well. So guys, that's all about it today. I hope you enjoy this video as much as I do. Share your ideas and thoughts in the comment section. The name is always GH Fame, and I will see you in the next episode. Enjoy the rest of the video.